goed. De microfoon. Nog niet door mij, hè? De microfoon was kapot.
Thank you, David. Thing in about. Good evening, welcome. My name is Tessa Avernate, and I'm really proud and glad that tonight, I can stand here on behalf of the COCOREADO team. COCOREADO, it's a European project, and we are a team of partners all across Europe working on strengthening the position of the farmer, on rebalancing the food system. We are here tonight in Leuven, and it's great that finally, after this whole period of online meetings, we have here tonight many of our partners in the COCOREADO team in a unique place, which is called Blauw Klooster, in the heart of Leuven, the heart where also our University of Leuven is placed. COCOREADO will launch tonight the call for ambassadors. That's a milestone in our project. That's a very important point because we want to engage all of you all across Europe in our project. And before we dig into that call, the call for ambassadors, I first would like to introduce you to the project, COCOREADO, what it's all about. It's a project where youngsters play a very important role. And I have here with me Elke. Elke is from ILVO, one of our partners. And Elke, can you tell to the people here and online why we focus that much on young people?
Yeah, so indeed, the young people have a very important role to play within our project. In fact, we have 3 major pillars within the project. The first one is on good practices, the second one on ambassadorship, and the third one is a focus on young people. So we really want to create an active engagement of young people all across Europe. We also want to enroll an extensive ambassador training program, and we want to co-create seed initiatives of innovative projects within the project. So those are the 3 core elements within the project. And why youngsters, why young people? It's because we really believe in the power of the next generation. We really believe, and we see it every day, that there are so many young people, dynamic people all across Europe, and they have so many good ideas. And we really believe that we need them to help change and steer our food system towards a more sustainable direction.
Thank you very much, Elke. Now, you know why we want to involve young people, but you may still have some questions on the project itself. And we made a video where we demonstrate, where we talk about the project in a nutshell.
COCOREADO is a European Horizon 2020 project that started in January 2021. It will run until June 2024. The project involves 13 partners from 9 different countries. What we want in COCOREADO is to rebalance the position of the farmer as an individual actor, as a key player in innovative food supply chains, and as a supplier in public procurement. In a few words, we are working to transform the food supply chains.
To bring about permanent change in the way food reaches our tables and in the position of farmers in the food supply chain, we must simultaneously engage with the social structures, values, practices, and other elements that make up these systems. How do we do this? First, partners search for successful practices in Europe that improve the position of the farmers in the food supply chain. We also meet with local and national authorities to assess public tender requirements, identifying ways to tailor them to farmers.
COCOREADO then recruits a team of 40 young ambassadors from all over Europe. This team is made up of young people who share a passion for food and are motivated to induce changes in food chains. They are responsible for spreading the spirit and practices of co-creation and interactive innovations.
We have to make sure that the call for ambassadors is heard by a very diverse spectrum of people. Farmers, passionate consumers, chefs, or even journalists. Ambassadors ensure local embeddedness of innovations and take responsibility for raising awareness, attracting interest, educating and providing advice to local food stakeholders and building collaborative relationships. The ambassadors represent different parts of food supply chains, yet they share the idea that food systems need to change. The project organizes 3 training camps. During the first training, organized in Brussels, Belgium in March 2022, young ambassadors will be introduced with an initial pool of innovative initiatives and will comment and provide feedback on conditional success and failure of innovative food chain solutions. The following year, a second training will take place in Riga, Latvia, and will focus on sustainable diets and innovative food chain arrangements in cities. Ambassadors will discuss the replicability of the initiatives. The final training, organized in Pamplona, Spain, will focus on the connections between farmers and consumers initiatives. Ambassadors will also discuss the incorporation of factors in the governance of the food system, such as market factors, climate change, public health, food habits, the role of policy and civic initiatives. During these trainings, the ambassadors will propose and select 5 seed initiatives with potential to improve the position of farmers and consumers. COCOREADO will provide the young ambassadors with the most up-to-date information on the best and most promising practices in the food system. We will support them to create opportunities to expand their networks. In addition, they will improve their communication skills and learn how to disseminate the collection of good practices in their countries and to national and regional authorities. Ambassadors will be deployed to transfer this knowledge to key stakeholders in their regional food value chain and to further develop the 5 initiatives through co-creation workshops in 5 rural communities.
COCOREADO wants to engage young farmers, students, and youth movement to work together and come up with solutions to strengthen the position of the farmer and their link with consumers.
Okay, so now you know in a nutshell what the COCOREADO project is about. You know that we're working with youngsters, but yet tonight you're here because we have the launch for the call for ambassadors. That's a whole lot of words and it needs some explanation. And I'm glad that we have here with us Michaelis. And Michaelis, he's from Riga, from Latvia. And he knows exactly what the call for ambassador means. And he will explain it to you, right, Michaelis?
Yes, I will try. So, hi, my name is Michaelis. As Tessa mentioned, I come from Latvia, Riga, and I am one of the persons who is working currently to set up this ambassadorship program. So basically, when we talk about COCOREADO ambassadorship program, we mean a program that is aimed to support food-passionate individuals who are looking for a way to change the food systems. Basically, we will select 40 people, and these 40 people then will be invited to participate in a food ambassadorship program. They will receive access to a network of activists from across Europe, and they will get support from food experts from various backgrounds. Ambassadors will also have a possibility to apply for seed funding to execute their own food-related initiatives. So basically what we hope to achieve is that these people who will apply, that after they will be a part of our ambassador program, they will have the tools to really facilitate and to create a real change in the food systems. So, but we are not naive. We don't think that it's enough to engage just with one group to initiate change. So clearly food systems are complex and food systems are inert, and there will be a need for diverse pressures, visions and experience to initiate permanent change. So we are hoping that our call will reach people from diverse backgrounds who are united by their passion toward food and have some concrete visions on how food system could be changed and improved. So basically what I'm saying, everybody can apply, and we are inviting everybody to apply. And this application process, or process how you submit your application, it's very simple. Basically, open COCOREADO homepage and follow the instructions. And the instructions are basically answer a couple of questions about yourself, answer a couple of questions about how you see what are the problems in the food system, and then upload a short video explaining who you are, and you are done. So basically, I encourage you to take out your phone after this event, record a short introductory video about yourself, answer the questions, press the button submit, and voila, you're done. And then the final point I want to make is that if you are planning to submit your application, and again, I encourage you to, then you have to do it before 21st of March. So on 21st of March, we are closing the application form, and we are starting to assess the applications we have received. So if you are planning once more, 21st of March. And so submit, and hopefully we will see again in our first ambassador training that will take place in Brussels at the end of March next year. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Michaelis. I remember it's no rocket science, it's worth doing, and you need to do it before the 21st of November, right? Right. Okay, cool. So it's a project about young people, it's about food, it's about farmer. It's about young people, but we're not talking about them. We want them to be fully part of our team, and they are fully part of our team. And that's necessary, but I have to be honest, that's also fun. It's great to have 3 yacht umbrella organizations in our COCOREADO team. And I'm glad they are here with us in Leuven. It's great to have them in our own university city here tonight. Alice representing CEJA, we have John representing Rural Yacht Europe, and we have Manon representing MIJARC. Now, let's hear what these organizations are and why exactly they would like to engage their members, their CEJA members, for example, to be involved in this project and to apply for the call, of course. Alice.
Thank you, Tessa, for the floor. So I'm Alice Minichini, I'm the project officer from the European Council of Young Farmers, CEJA. So what is CEJA? CEJA is an umbrella organization representing national organizations of young farmers. And we want to bring the concerns of young farmers to policymakers and shape relevant policymaking. Our organization has been created in 1958 in Rome, and now we represent around 2 million young farmers from all the EU. We have 32 organizations from 23 EU countries, including 2 observer members from UK and Serbia, and 1 associate member from Malta. And so, why are we part of COCOREADO? As you know, young farmers face enormous challenges. The first one of which is that they are not enough. There are not enough young farmers in Europe. Europe has this huge obstacle of generational renewal with a very aging farming population. You have to know that there are only 11% of EU farm holdings who are managed by a farmer below 40 years old, meaning young farmers. Plus, young farmers, they face other obstacles, from climate change to having a weak position in the food supply chain. And so we are completely subscribe to the main objective of COCOREADO, meaning to rebalance the position of the farmer in the food supply chain. We want to bring young farmers in the decision-making table and shape relevant policy making around future food system. And we think that the call for ambassador is really a first step towards this direction, and we really encourage you all to apply and become the future ambassador for COCOREADO.
Thank you very much, Alice. I hope with you that many young farmers all across Europe will apply. And then we have another organization here with us, Rural Yacht Europe. John, you're representing Rural Yacht Europe. What is it, and why would you encourage your members to apply?
Hi, thanks, Tessa. I am John Gillen, and I'm project manager for Rural Youth Europe. Rural Youth Europe is another umbrella organisation of rural youth organisations. We comprise 23 member organisations across 20 different European countries, reaching around 500,000 young people across Europe. Our goal is to empower and activate young people in the countryside, giving them the skills and opportunities to overcome barriers to participation. We organise international training, events and human rights education in order to achieve these goals. So as a young rural organisation, youth participation is extremely important to us. And one of our main interests in the COCOREADO project is its focus on youth. Young people are often ignored when decisions are supposed to be made, and their voices go largely unrepresented in halls of power across the world. It is extremely difficult to be motivated to face the challenges facing the future without having any say and with no opportunity for your voices to be heard. Young people will form the next generation of both food producers and consumers, and it is essential that the foundation of any future fair food systems be built with both their input and their consent. This is one of the main reasons we're engaged with the COCOREADO project, is to provide young people this opportunity. COCOREADO promises to take the young ambassadors on board as full partners, granting them an equal say alongside consortium members to help produce the solutions of the future, to allow young people to actually have a say in what will happen and to help produce the solutions that best suit them for the future that they would like to see. And so this kind of youth participation and this kind of engagement with young people is exactly what we stand for and exactly why we support the COCOREADO project. And we encourage anyone from our network and outside it to apply to be a young ambassador.
Thank you so much, John. Nice to have you on board in your organization. I hope also many people from Rural Youth Europe will apply. And then Manon, we have MIJARC, of course, on board. What is MIJARC and why would people from members of MIJARC all across Europe apply for the call for ambassadors?
Thank you, Tessa. Good evening. I'm Manon and I'm the project manager for MIJARC Europe. So we are a rural youth organization that has been existing alongside MIJARC World since 1954. And then we gained our independence in 1996. We are composed of 14 member organizations across all Europe, and we reach over 170,000 young people. Our young people are not as largely composed of young farmers as it used to be at our very beginning, but when they participate to our activities, they still work a lot on topics related to agriculture, to the food system. They did it all year long with another project that we take part to, which is called Our Food, Our Future. We advocate for a sustainable agriculture, solidarity-based agriculture, and most importantly, an agriculture that really encourages young people to settle, to face the age challenge that Alicia was referring to a bit earlier. So as Tessa was saying, it is very important for us that the COCOREADO project really joins our vision of youth participation, which is to work not only for young people, but really with young people. It's something that we do all year long to raise awareness among young people on the possibilities that exist of youth participation in agricultural policies, in rural policies. We do that not only because we think that the future of rural areas is their own future, but also because they're part of a generation that is actually way more aware of the urgency of some topics that the previous generations were. So that's the reason why we would be very happy to welcome members of MIJARC Europe in the COCOREADO ambassadorship, and we really hope there'll be a lot of them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Manu. And as I said, CEJA, MIJARC, Rural Youth Europe, those are umbrella organizations. They have members all across Europe. And I'm really, really glad that here with us tonight, we also have the youth umbrella organizations that are active in Flanders, and being Groene Kring, KLE is here with us. So what can I call them? The parents are in front of you, representing you very well, I think. So I'm glad. We also have creative young people here in our Blauw Klooster here tonight. That's nice. We have, of course, some young researchers here that could apply. We have people representing NGOs. What I would say, all across Europe, all the youngsters that are motivated to change something, that feel like, yeah, this call is something for them, don't hesitate. Just apply. I think it's going to be a real nice team of ambassadors all across Europe. You will learn about other people, about other initiatives that are already running in all different places all across Europe, and it's going to be, yeah, let's be honest, it's going to be good fun also to work together the next years all together with you. Now, do you want to apply right now? You can't yet. Let's do the countdown maybe all together, and again we will watch the video, and it will come right now. And then after that video, you can start applying. Yeah. And now for us, of course, we have the joy to be here in Leuven. We have the joy that we can meet, that we can talk. I think everyone needs it, yeah, after a while being at home for such a long time. We need to interact. We need to, yeah, talk with each other, see what are the possibilities, the opportunities of the cooperation. And so I invite all of you here in the Blauw Klooster that we go outside. There's a nice dinner waiting for us, and there's some music waiting for us, and I look forward to a very nice, real event here in the heart of our town, Leuven. Thank you very much. Done.